I have been waiting for this day for quite some time. Today we are doing my mid-year reset. I didn't start out this day quite ideally the way I would hope to start a reset day. It's Friday, and during the summer, our office is actually closed on Fridays. If we have work to do, we are more than welcome to come in and work, but the office is closed and most people take the Fridays off just to use up some of their overtime from tax season. I had planned to take the day off, but a client asked if he could have a meeting with me at 8 a.m. on Friday, and because I am a people pleaser, I said yes. So we started off the day like a normal work day. It's 10 o'clock now, and now we get to start our reset. So first stop is the grocery store, which I'm at now. I like to start my resets doing that first, just so I'm all stocked up for the week. I can do my meal prep and all that stuff. I also like doing it first just because I absolutely hate grocery shopping so much. So we're just gonna get it out of the way, and then we can move on to all the other things that are involved in a reset. I want to get caught up on laundry, get caught up on bills, clean my house as much as I can, do some stuff with my horse maybe, and we need to go through my goals because we have some issues when it comes to my goals, but we will chat about that later. We're gonna head into the grocery store and get what we need. Back home, groceries are all put away. But before we get on with like the cleaning and all of that stuff, I wanted to go and look at the goals that I set for 2026. I feel like the halfway point is a good time to reflect on that. But I have a confession. I spent a good chunk of December contemplating what I wanted to set for my goals, and I had them all set, I think before Christmas, or if not finalized, then definitely like drafted, and then I tweaked them between Christmas and New Year's, and then they were ready to go for the new year. The thing is, I set those goals. I found out I was pregnant on January 8th, and I feel like my life has been a whirlwind ever since. And I cannot tell you what my goals were that I set. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure I had a goal related to my horse, and I'm assuming I had a YouTube goal. For those of you who aren't aware, I had a channel previous to this that was more of a horsey channel. I'm pretty sure I had a goal related to that, but beyond that, I have no idea what my goals are or were. But if I had to guess, I'm assuming some of them are no longer relevant or appropriate now that I'm going to be having a child in September. So I'm pretty sure I wrote them in this journal. I started this journal fall of 2025, and I'm pretty sure in one of these like tabs are my goals. So okay, so it looks like I had a list of potential goals, but then it looks like I had my finalized goals, and then I also did like a horsey specific list of goals. So what I think were my finalized goals was to get monetized on YouTube, receive an effective rating at my year-end review at my job, start a family, have one fun date per month, have regular menstrual cycles, squat my body weight, track my monthly personal finances, go to one fitness class per month, and cook one new meal per week. My horsey goals: getting my gelding's health straightened out, complete a groundwork program with him. So, not terrible. And also, you know, some of these are completely attainable. And I did break them into buckets. So I have career, relationships, health, financial, and growth. I kind of like doing like buckets of goals. It helps me like figure out what my goals should even be in the first place. So for career goals, the firm that I work for has a May year end. So my performance review will be here very shortly. And I've done what I can, so we will see if I get an effective rating or not. Monetize on YouTube, I would still like that as a goal. Obviously, I've kind of abandoned that horsey YouTube channel that I was referring to with this goal initially. Now we're here on this channel. I would still like to get my channel monetized. Relationships, start a family. That will be happening in September, God willing. Nothing, you know, we're on track for that one. One fun date per month. I honestly think we are doing that. We've gone bowling, gone out to watch a movie. I think we're on track with that actually, without me like being intentional about it. And that's one thing to consider, like if I'm achieving that goal with not even having to be intentional about it, is it really worth specifically noting that as a goal? Because I feel like it's not stretching me, right? So I likely will just drop that goal if I'm doing it anyways. Under the health bucket was regular menstrual cycles and squatting my body weight. Obviously, I'm pregnant. I do not have regular menstrual cycles, and that is a-okay. And squatting my body weight, I've completely abandoned that goal. I've been having a bit of trouble with my ankle and my knee of my left leg, and just being pregnant and stuff like that, like being able to squat my body weight and get stronger like that is the last thing on my mind. As long as I'm having a fit, healthy pregnancy, that's more important to me at this point. Under financial, I only had the one goal to track my monthly personal finances. I have not done that. My day job, I'm an accountant. I deal with other people's numbers and money all day. When I get home or when I have free time, it's the last thing I want to be doing is looking at my own spreadsheets and bank statements and all of that. So I've not done that. That being said, the last couple of days, it has really hit me like hard that I'm going to be going on maternity leave, and I will be taking a pay cut for that. In Canada, you do get maternity benefits, and my firm also offers a bit of a top up for part of my maternity leave, not all. So it's not like I'm going from my full salary to zero, but there is going to be a cut there. And just, it makes me nervous. And I just think potentially tracking my personal finances would make me feel better about just having certainty with where everything is. I just need to figure out how to get myself to do it, is the thing. And then the last category is growth, which I feel like these are just like random goals. Go to one fitness class a month and cook one new meal per week. I have no intention of doing fitness classes, and cooking the one new meal per week would probably be good. We'll see. So those were my goals as I had set them at the end of December. Lots of it is still achievable considering, which surprises me. I just don't know how much I care about some of these, or if there's something new that I want to bring in given my new circumstances. That's why I kind of wanted to sit down and go through these right now before I start cleaning and all that stuff, because I feel like once I get in cleaning mode, that's when I can really like think about stuff like this and what I want to set as intentions and as goals for the remainder of 2026, knowing that there's going to be a baby here in the middle of September. I'm going to be going on maternity leave and all of that life-changing things that is slowly like hitting me square in the face. Like, obviously I've been pregnant for quite some time at this point, but it's like as we get closer, it's very much becoming a reality that this is happening, and I think I need to give some thought into what I want that to look like for the rest of the year. So we are going to get rolling with the rest of our reset. mid-year reset. I'm gonna change. I'm still in my clothes from work, so I'm gonna change into something a bit more comfortable. We'll go from there. So it's a little after, oh, it's 20 to 1 now. I've got my kitchen all cleaned up. I'm working on my second load of laundry. I got one bathroom cleaned. So I've got a good start on things. I definitely still have a ton to do. This house is too big for the 2 people that live here, and even when the baby's here, it's still gonna be way too big, but that's neither here nor there. The clouds are starting to look dark, and I feel like it's gonna rain. Or I want to check the forecast, because if I want to go outside and get a walk in or spend some time with my horse, I'm guessing I should probably do it now. Yeah. Chance of light rain in the next hour. Oh, and we're under a severe thunderstorm watch. That's fun. So yeah, I think I'm gonna probably go out and do that now. Technically, spending time with my horse isn't like a reset thing, it's just something that I do, but I've been super stressed the last couple of days with work and just pregnancy and like future things and just driving myself nuts in my own head, that I think I need to reset by going out for a walk. I don't know what it is, just especially lately, I haven't been riding, so I've literally just been taking my horse for hand walks like you would a dog. And sometimes I don't say anything to him. I'll put a podcast in and we just go. Other times I yammer on to him for like 45 minutes, and it's fantastic. So I don't know what version of my walk we will have today. I'm guessing I don't know. We will see when we get out there, but I'm thinking based on the clouds, I should probably get a move on it. Hi, bud. So this is my horse Diesel. He's a 6-year-old quarter horse gelding. He's reining bred. So if any of you have watched Yellowstone and seen them slide really fast and stop and do fast spins and stuff, that's what he's been bred for, and he's been partially trained for that. He's not what they would call finished, but he is well on his way. So the thunder is rolling. We may get rained on. That wouldn't be the first time that's happened this spring, but we'll keep motoring and see what happens. I'm gonna take a break from cleaning and all that stuff. I want to work on my goals for like the next month and for the next 6 months. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new chat in ChatGPT. I feel like I've had enough conversations with ChatGPT that it knows kind of like where I'm at and what goals might be suitable. I definitely have ideas, but I find it helpful to bounce ideas off ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT's ideas are, and then kind of come up with, I don't want it to be a ton of goals because then I feel like you're just spreading yourself too thin. So set some goals with the help of ChatGPT and kind of start to feel like I'm making some progress. Like obviously I'm making some progress with this situation, but I feel like everything else has been put completely on hold. Like I'm one track mind, I'm pregnant. And that's great, it's beautiful, but I don't want that to be the only thing in my life. Obviously it's a very, very significant part of my life, but I'm more than just that. And I would like to, especially before he's born, I would like to feel like I'm still growing as a person in the various areas of my life, and hopefully setting some goals will help me with that. So my initial prompt to ChatGPT, which I don't know if this is weird, I call ChatGPT Steve just to kind of personify a bit. I have no idea if that's weird that I named an AI, but I refer to ChatGPT as Steve. But anyways, I gave Steve the prompt of, I need some goals for the remainder of 2026. One of them will be to have a fit and healthy pregnancy. Another is to monetize my new YouTube channel. I'd like to do more reading. I'd like to get at least 7,000 steps a day. I'm not sure what other goals I should set. And so as I said, I've talked to Steve quite often, so Steve knows what else I have going on. And at the very bottom of Steve's ramble, it said, here's what a simplified 2026 goal list could look like. Have a fit and healthy pregnancy, which that one, I feel like it's vague. Like, what does that mean? Like, how often should I be working out? How much should I be eating? What should I be eating? Like, there's so many things with what does fit and healthy mean. So we might need to workshop that one a little bit. Average 7,000 plus steps a day. I like that one. I've been reading a lot about walking, and like, especially because I've had some ankle and knee issues, like nerding out on that kind of stuff. And I have found like 7,000 to 8,000 steps per day is like a really good target for remaining overall healthy. So, and I think 7,000 is a good aim for me right now with being pregnant and oftentimes dealing with fatigue and stuff, which I'm sure will only escalate as I get further into my pregnancy. So I like that. Monetize my YouTube channel. Either I will or I will not. So that's a very clear, like, did you achieve this goal? Which I like that. It put read 12 books. I am not going to be able to read 12 books before the end of the year. Maybe 1.5 books per month is usually my average. I did say that I want to read more, so this could be a bit of a stretch goal, like read 2 books a month. So maybe this is not bad. Maybe I will keep that. And then there's a couple here that I'm like, create calmer routines and systems at home. Like, I don't know what that means. Prioritize sleep, recovery, and mental wellness. I feel like that can all fit in the bucket of fit and healthy pregnancy. Strengthen my marriage / family foundation before baby arrives. I honestly feel like I have a really good marriage, so we're fine there. Prepare financially and practically for postpartum. I'm driving myself nuts about finances and postpartum. I think this is a good goal. I do want to start tracking. I've set the track your finances goal for several years and have not done it. I do want to do it. So I think I need to set that goal and be like, what are the strategies I need to implement so that it actually happens? and become a strong, healthy, intentional mother and creator. Again, so I like the fit and healthy pregnancy, just need to kind of maybe make it more specific. Average 7,000 steps a day, monetize my YouTube channel, read 12 books, and prepare financially and practically for postpartum. I like it. I like that. So I think I might write those down and come up with some like specifics on like how am I going to track this, what does it mean to have success, and kind of stuff like that. But I think this is a really good start, and I'm happy with those goals. So that's good. That is good. That out of anything with my mid-year reset, this is what I wanted to focus on the most, is just having these in place and working towards something. I'm really excited about building this new YouTube channel and potentially monetizing it. So I feel like that's going to give me the bit of like feeling like I'm progressing. As far as my career goes, I'm not touching on that at all with these goals. How our firm is set up, it's very much goal structured and like planning, and my work takes care of that for me. We set goals and all of that, and so that gets taken care of at work, and I just kind of leave that separate. And then I have my more personal goals that I worry about more with something like a mid-year reset. So I had some further discussions with Steve, and we came up with SMART goals for the goals that I want to set. So for maintaining a fit and healthy pregnancy, we came up with some, I guess, habits that I can track. So strength training 3 to 5 times per week. Right now I am strength training 5 times a week. I have a feeling when I get further into my third trimester, fatigue may go up, so might be leaning closer to 3 times a week, but either way I'd be hitting my goal. 7,000 steps per day, attending all prenatal appointments. I've been good about this, except when it comes to blood work. So I do have a bit of a thyroid, like I'm on a small dose of the thyroid medication, and my doctor wants me to get tested every 4 weeks to make sure that's okay. Last time around, I went 4 or 8 weeks in between getting tested, so I need to stay up on that for sure. Prioritizing adequate hydration and protein. So I said 3 liters of water and 140 grams of protein, and following recommendations by my healthcare team. So whatever that might be. I don't really have any specific recommendations right now, so just in case anything pops up. Next one is monetizing my YouTube channel. And when I say monetize, I mean meeting the qualifications to earn AdSense revenue. And in order to do that, you need at least 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 watch hours within the past 365 days. My bold goal is to have this happen before the end of 2026. Whether that happens or not, I do not know. Read 12 books. Pretty self-explanatory. The only thing with this is I just need to keep a running list of books I actually want to read, because that kind of tends to be my stumbling block, is I finish a book and then I don't know what to read next. Prepare financially for postpartum. So ChatGPT initially had both of these, like prepare for postpartum and prepare financially. It had it as one. I've split it up. So I want to start creating a monthly budget at the beginning of the month, and then as the month progresses, I want to be tracking our expenses as the month goes on. Because like I said, I have not been doing that, and I think that's part of my money stress, is not knowing exactly what's going where and where we sit. And then preparing for baby. So we need to set up the nursery, we need to buy essential baby items. A while back I asked AI to give me what do I absolutely bare bones need to buy before the baby arrives. So we need to buy the things on that list, and then I said create a postpartum package. So I've seen girls create like a cart of things that they'll need postpartum, as far as like self-care and just taking care of themselves after birth. I have no idea what would be in such a package, but I want to kind of explore that and create something for myself just to help future me ease into motherhood just a little bit easier. So I think what I'm going to do is print off a habit tracker, and the things that I know that are easy to track, like my strength training, my steps, my hydration, all that stuff, it's easy to track. With monetizing, I'm going to start with uploading once a week. All those things I can track, so I'm going to print off a habit tracker to start monitoring my progress on all of this, because I do not want this to be a case of I hit December 31st and I'm in the same boat as I am right now, where I have no idea what goals I set 6 months prior. It's so incredibly satisfying to watch a space get deep cleaned, organized, and put back together. And honestly, sitting down to map out fresh goals gives me a massive burst of inspiration. But I think we often forget that a true reset requires more than just a clean house and a completed checklist. If you just jump straight from a frantic deep clean into a rigorous new routine, you're going to burn out before you even hit mid-July. A true reset requires us to actually slow down. It's just as important to build a little space into your calendar to simply exist before the second half of the year picks up speed. Take an afternoon to curl up and read a book without looking at your phone. Go for a long, quiet walk outside to connect with nature and clear your head. Spend an evening making a slow, cozy meal that genuinely nourishes you. Get the laundry done, yes. Rewrite your goals, absolutely. But don't forget to take a deep breath and let your mind rest too. You can't pour from an empty cup, and the next 6 months deserves the highest quality version of you.